everybody, this is Book Looms, and today we are going to be making the Regal Swan charm. You can either leave your Regal Swan as a little charm, or you could turn her into a simple bracelet. So this is what it will look like as a bracelet, and it will loosely fit around your wrist, like this, or you always have the option of just leaving it as a nice little charm like this. This is my first ever hook only design, so I will be using my Rainbow Loom bands and my Rainbow Loom hook, but today we won't be using the hook. Today I will be using the Rainbow Loom limited edition white bands that come in the package with the gold mint bands for the body. As you can see here, I just used regular Rainbow Loom bands, but for this video, I decided to try something different and I'm going to use this color. I will be using 2 gold bands, and this is from the Rainbow Loom Mix Metallic pack, and also from the Mix Metallic pack, I will be using 1 black band. And I will also be using 1 orange band for the beak of the swan. Also, if you would like to turn your Regal Swan or your Swan Queen into a bracelet, you can use 1 C-clip. And I really like the colored C-clips. And the colored C-clips, I got it from the Rainbow Loom colored C-clip pack. So please gather your supplies and let's begin. In this charm, the only thing we are going to be using is our hook and our band, so we won't be using our Rainbow Loom for this design. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take a single gold band and wrap it around our hook 4 times. Like this. This will make the base for the queen's crown. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take another gold band, twist it around once, and now we're going to pull these 4 bands over and place these 2 bands back on our hook. So we'll have something that looks like this. So now what we can do is we're going to take a single white band, twist it around once, and we just want to pull these 2 bands over the white bands, and we want to place the white bands back on our hook, like this. Now what we want to do is we want to take a black band, and we want to pull the black band over these 2 bands. So we're just going to twist it once, and pull these 2 bands over. Now we can put it to the side like this, and we want to take a neon orange band, twist it around once, and now pull it over this black bands. So now what we can do is we are going to take a single white band, and we are going to want to pull all of this over it. So we can pull the white band to the side of our hook, and now we've transferred everything over. And this will make the swan's face. So now we're going to start working on the swan's neck. So this part's a little bit easier. We're just going to take a band, double it over, and pull both of these over. So we have something that looks like this. And now we'll repeat again. Take our single, double it over, and now we will pull everything over. And now once more, take a single, double it over, pull everything over. So now we have a chain of 4, and as you can see on my swan here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's what we're going to do. And now this next part might be a little tricky. What we're going to do is we're going to take our swan off of the loom, and then we're going to twist it over. So I will show you and then I will explain. Swan currently looks like this. And you might be thinking, how are we going to get this onto the other side of the hook without it falling apart? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a single band and I'm going to transfer the swan onto it like this. So now if we were to put it on the side of the hook, it would look like this. So what we're going to do is we are just going to take this off. And what you want is you want your swan to be on our hook like this. So the crown is on the right side because we want to add more bands to this side of the swan. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold my swan on my fingers like this, and I'm going to push through the double loops on my hook like this. So now we have something that looks like this, but we don't really need this band here, so we're just going to want to pull it out. And what you can even do is this. So now our swan is on our hook like this, and the side with the crown is the side that we want to add more bands to. So what we're going to do is we are now going to start using our double bands. So what we'll do is we'll take 2 bands at a time now, and we will pull just this side of the swan over the double bands, and we'll place the double bands back on our hook. So now we'll do this again with our double bands. So we'll just take 2 double bands, pull them over these 2, back on our hook. And now we can do it one more time. 2 double bands over. And now, if you want, you can add another set of double bands. So I will do that. And now what I'm going to do is I am just going to take a regular rainbow loom white band so I can close this off. Now I have my regular band, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to pull all of these things through. So now what we can do is we can make a slip knot to close off our swan. And we will hide that later. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to bend the swan's neck so that it looks more like a swan. So we have our swan here, And what we want to do is we want to reach in through these two bands right here. Like this. And then we want to go up through the orange and the black bands with our hook. So we will just go up through these bands like this. And see, now our swan has more of a curvy neck. So what we can do is we can take a regular white band now, and what we'll do is we will just pull all of this through. And now we want to go, we have something that looks like this. So we want to go around like this, and we want to turn our swan around. And we want to make, with these two bands here, we want to make a slip knot. And then what we can do is we can go through the other bands on the neck, and we can hide the slip knot. So this way, we won't see it on our swan. So now we can go back in through the back of the swan, and we can hide this slip knot. And then one more thing you can do if you would like is you can give your swan some feathers. So as you can see on this swan, I used two bands. But I think on this swan right here, I'll give it a few more feathers. So what I'm going to do is, once again, I'm going to get a single white band. Going to get a single white band, and now we're going to work on our swan's feathers. So you can place the feathers anywhere you would like. I think I'm going to place mine. I think I'll use 3 bands because these are thicker bands. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my 3 bands here so I know where I want to place them. So first I'm going to stick my hook through where I think I would like my bands to go. Then I'm going to place my bands on the hook. And then what I'll do is I will take my single white band. I'll take my single white band here. I'll pull it through my swan. I'll place this one back on my hook. And now I will make a slip knot. So now here are our swan's feathers. So now this one has popped out again, so all I'm going to do is I am just going to go in, and then I'm going to pull this band down. So now hopefully it should be secure. So now to make our swan, so now you can either just leave your Regal Swan like this, or you can make it into a bracelet. So to make it into a bracelet, we are just going to add a simple single chain. Let's just go in about here. And all I'm going to do is keep adding single bands. So for the sake of this video and just for time, I'm just going to make my chain this long. So you can choose whichever length you would like. And then to complete the bracelet, all we're going to do is we're just going to take our C-clip, attach it here, and then what you can do is you can pick one of the swan's feathers and you can just put it there. So this bracelet is too small to fit on my wrist, but this is what the bracelet would look like. So thank you guys so much for looming with me today, and I will see you next time. And please show me your Regal Swans on Instagram, Facebook, or even leave me a comment on this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!